What up, guys? Kevin here. Happy Saturday. Just got done eating some pizza. About to play some Trails in the Sky SC. Maybe play a little bit of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. And yeah, I'll probably hop on and play a little bit of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is the topic of today's video. Game is not selling well. We got raw data that there's 2.1 million users for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which of course, you can take it with a grain of salt. People probably pass their games around. I think even digitally, if you can log into a different profile on the same PlayStation and still play that game. So I don't know if they count that, how that works. But then you got people who probably bought the game and haven't touched it yet because so many games came out. So let's go with like the game has sold over 2 million. That's not good. You know it's not good because Square Enix didn't come out and announce, we sold 2 million. Why not? Because Final Fantasy 16 sold over 3 million in less than a week. We're now over 2 months. We are 2 months. Over? No, over 1 month. February, about a month and a half. We're about a month and a half out since this game launched. 2 million? Yeah, they're not going to celebrate that. Especially since Final Fantasy VII Remake, what did it do, like 5 million? I don't know. But I see the doom and gloom. Oh, this isn't good. Square Enix failed. I was looking at YouTube Studio. If you do YouTube, you can download YouTube Studio. And I love it because it's just a bunch of numbers and stats, statistics. And it's just always funny to see videos I did like over 3 years ago, still in like my top 10 videos. Maybe that's kind of sad, but and that's how life works. That's how gaming works. This video game, Rebirth, will come to PC. I think in May it can come to PC. I probably don't expect it till maybe in the summer or the fall, but it can come next month to PC. And they got a new guy running Square Enix, and they just shifted a bunch of leadership roles. It seems like they're going to start embracing the Sega and Capcom way of, let's just release our games everywhere. PlayStation's not doing it. And not to crap on PlayStation. 2 million people on PlayStation bought the game. Now, if you take like 2 million people on PC and then a couple million on Switch, probably would be Switch 2. It's a pretty good selling game, especially for a game that is the sequel where the engine and characters and story and everything was in place. And they got it out within 4 years. I don't know how much Rebirth costs, but I can't imagine it costs as much as a Spider-Man or something. But you got to look at the big picture, guys. You got to look at the big picture. Down the road, we're going to look at Rebirth. I don't even think we'll care about Rebirth. I think we'll look at the entire package of Final Fantasy VII Remake project, just all 3 games. And I think it's probably safe to say the 2 games already sold 10 million copies. And again, the game Remake is not even on Switch or Xbox. Rebirth is not on anything but PlayStation. Like, once these games come out and you give them time and they release everywhere, and they'll probably do like a super edition where they'll have all 3 games in one, just one package. Yeah, you're going to see this game sell 20, 30 million. All 3 games combined. All the totals combined. And yeah, why? Because these games are awesome. I do have a little bit of issue with Rebirth, but I've gotten it more into the groove with Rebirth and being a little bit more open world bullshit. It was just shocking when I first played it and went, wow, this is basically Assassin's Creed with a Final Fantasy skin. But no, it's still good. He's still got great characters, a lot of charm, a lot of fun side stuff to do on top of the bullshit. And the game's going to look and run so much better, too. Even Remake, when the next system comes out, they'll keep updating the game. Final Fantasy VII is still one of the best, a lot of people's favorite Final Fantasy game. And now they just had another one where people may even choose that, the remake series, over the original. And yeah, I do think The year is 2030, and I think all three games combined, yeah, over 20 million. Is that a failure? Is that a failure? Average about 8 million a piece. Some people might, but you got to remember, Rebirth and now whatever the next game is, these are sequels. These are games that people have required reading to do. And the required reading is playing Remake. And then the third game, Rebirth. So it's definitely not something you just want to jump in. I'm just going to start with Rebirth. I bet you there's people doing it. But yeah, like when these three games go on to sell combined 25 million, is that a success or not? And that's on top of getting how much PlayStation. Remember, PlayStation gave them money. Xbox will probably give them money. Probably giving them money right now. They're like, just please give us the game. And then Epic Game Store will probably do something stupid too. Please, when it comes to PC, do not put it on Epic Game Store. Do not give them exclusivity for like X amount of months. Don't do that. We're over that. But yeah. Now you got to look at like, all right, 25 million, but at what's the average price? $30, 30, $35. That might not be good, but I do think ultimately it's got to be a success. And we're just so hyper focused on this little piece of time where Rebirth came out on one platform. And we're just over analyzing everything. And we're thinking Final Fantasy is dead. And it's not, guys. It's not. People were doom and gloom over Final Fantasy 16 because it came out and it didn't do a couple things that they wanted to do. But the game is doing quite well. It's getting great updates. It's getting crossovers with Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy is in a great place. The only thing that they need to change is stop with this exclusivity shit. I mean, yeah, it probably would have went on to 30 million, 40 million sales if they didn't do this exclusivity shit. But hopefully Square Enix made that money back. I doubt it. Or help offset the sales with the money PlayStation gave them. But I don't know. I just see a very successful series, guys. Very successful. 10 million between two games, and it's only going to sell more. And it sounds like the next game is well underway. They got the script. I mean, it's Final Fantasy 7, duh. But I expect that game probably come out, I wouldn't be surprised, I'd say early 2027 for the next game, which, hey, altogether, 7 years for 3 games. It's pretty good in this day and age. But yeah, all right, I got to get to playing games because as much as I love making videos, I like playing games more. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Later.